Minasan, konnichiwa, Samurai Engineer desu. In this video, we will explain deeper into rational functions. And that is because we will explain another set of activities which are more challenging, more difficult than our previous set of activities under the same topic of rational functions. So still, we will use the lecture of a typical DepEd senior high school mathematics class. Okay, so which is like this, no? They explain that rational function, if fx represents a rational expression, then y is equal to fx is a rational function. To graph a rational function, first find values for which the function is undefined. Take note, undefined. Because we cannot graph undefined points. We can only graph defined points. Those points that are somewhat legal, no? It is defined, okay? A function is undefined for any values that would make any denominator. Because we are dealing with rational function, we have polynomials in the denominator. And if the denominator becomes 0, the values that we will be able to compute is actually the undefined points. And since we know the undefined points, we will not include those points into our graph. That is not included in our graph of the function. So, because we want to know the undefined part of the graph, so let us first tackle the denominator of the rational function. That is what we want to proceed. At first thing, okay? Then, dashed lines are drawn on the graph for any values for which the rational function is undefined. So, we will use dashed line rather than solid lines. If we encounter undefined parts of the graph, okay? These lines are called vertical asymptote lines. Vertical asymptote lines. Okay. We will use dashed lines to be able to represent vertical asymptote. Okay. So let us use vertical asymptote. Okay. Okay. The graph of the rational function will get close to these vertical asymptote lines. It will go on reaching the asymptote lines but will never intersect them. Will not be able to touch it. Will not be able to touch. The curve is trending as if it will touch but will never be able to touch it. Okay? So touch the asymptote lines. Technically speaking, asymptotes show approachable but unattainable points and are not themselves actually parts of the graph. So I have just been able to explain it. So undefined points are not part of the graph. Okay? They may be horizontal lines, vertical lines, or slant lines. Slant lines meaning diagonal lines like this. So diagonal like this. So horizontal lines, vertical lines, and slanting lines. Okay, so let us take note of that, and that is our important concept for this set of following activities. Okay. Again, please be ready for our next videos because we will solve several problems. This is Dr. AP, preaching engineering for nation building.